Well, welcome to another edition of On the Couch. Today we have Neurodiversity Media. Welcome, Rach and Issy. Good to see you. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with us. And I guess let's start with you, Rachel. Let's find out a little bit about Neurodiversity Media and why you started Neurodiversity Media.
Yeah, I started Neurodiversity Media actually around this time last year. So actually it's sort of around our first anniversary officially. I went to, a symposium in Brisbane about neurodiverse employment, found a lot of interesting people talking about neurodiversity, but there was to me, it didn't feel like there was a way for them to get their message out there more effectively. So I started the business providing content marketing services to organizations involved in that space to get their message out there. Along the way, I thought about, there's so many interesting stories, especially me from a medical journalism background, reading research papers about ADHD, autism, dyslexia, realizing, no one's writing about how these conditions, affect people in the workplace, and there were solutions there, but it wasn't getting out there. So I ended up starting your work with a cadet journalist to get that research out there. It picked up a lot of steam and basically, ended up us in Remarkable. So that was pretty much how it all really started.
Employment rates for neurodiverse is generally pretty shocking. It's quite low. How would you like to see Neurodiversity Media reframe that problem?
Absolutely. I think for us, we looked at the issue from the first principles of, what is actually stopping people from getting employed and all that. It's not necessarily lack of jobs. We think a lot of people tell us it's, the prejudice, the lack of understanding, stigma, and all of that stuff is usually tackled through education. And the best way to educate people is through storytelling. And because I come from that journalism marketing background, Issy comes from marketing graphic design, storytelling comes in all sorts of forms. And we thought the best way to kind of help, raise the employment rate or just simply tackle underemployment is to simply educate people through different formats of, text, video, visual, audio, of the knowledge we found in research papers and other sort of areas as well, to educate people about the power of, neurodivergent people and their potential in the workplace, because it's just really comes down to, once you're aware, once you know about these things, then whatever preconceptions you have would disappear, and then that's where people can come and thrive at work. So that's sort of our rationale.
And are there any highlights of the program so far?
This might be strange, but I found that Kickstart was a really positive experience for me. It was my first proper live scribing experience, virtual scribing, and also just the people that we're able to talk to. Bo Vernon in particular, his talk was really amazing. So that, plus I think stakeholder and investor night, getting to present our video pitch, would be my two highlights.
And then finally, where do you both hope that Neurodiversity Media will be in 5 years' time?
In 5 years' time, I hope that it will definitely be truly global, as in there will be people employed in different countries, getting the word and information resources out there in all sorts of formats all across the world, because that's the challenge, is that, there's so much information and knowledge that needs to be, deciphered from research papers and from all sorts of knowledge and put out in the world. So we hope to be truly global in the 5 years' time.
Two things, I really hope we can do in 5 years all of the things that we thought we were going to do at the beginning of the program, because we came in with about 1 million ideas of what we wanted the platform, to be. We wanted a forum, we wanted events, we wanted job board, directory, mentoring, all of this stuff. And I just hope that, in 5 years' time, we're able to actually implement all of that stuff. And do it really effectively, so we can become, a real holistic kind of approach to neurodiversity at work. And my only other thing would be, I hope we can continue adding to our great team of neurodiverse employees. And, we talk so much and think so much about neurodiversity at work. It feels really good to also be hiring neurodiverse people and helping them succeed, and including myself, of course. I'm glad that Rachel hired me and has helped me to succeed and thrive at work. So as long as we keep practicing what we preach in 5 years' time, I will be very happy with that.
Well, congratulations to you both and the rest of the team for the work that you're doing at Neurodiversity Media. And thanks for spending a little bit of time on my couch and in your homes. So thank you.